Magazine is a London lifestyle platform. It's a magazine, a website, and we also run events. The reason I started it really is I felt like there was nowhere that was providing information that was curated, where you were being told this is like the 5 things that you need to do this weekend, or these are 5 new hotel openings you need to know about. And that kind of more bossy, authoritative tone was what was lacking for me in a lot of the publications, so that's what I created. So I think it's hard to say what it's like to be a female entrepreneur. I know what it's like to be a female, I know what it's like to be an entrepreneur, but I don't think the experience from what I know from my male entrepreneur friends is so different being a woman in business. What I would say is I think that you do have to work a little bit harder as a woman in business. I feel like perhaps sometimes there's more to prove. I'm often surprised by people's reaction when I say that I run my own business. They're like, oh, well done you, like, that's well done. And it's kind of patronising because it's like, why wouldn't I? I don't think you'd be surprised if a guy was running his own business. So I think the culture around women starting businesses has to change a bit, and more women should be encouraged to go into entrepreneurship. I think when it comes to supporting women in the workplace, we still have some work to do. I've noticed that often with my male friends, they're a lot more open to sharing contacts and advice and putting people in touch, and professionally they feel a lot more secure in what they do. Whereas I think it's a little bit harder sometimes. I find women aren't so open to share and are a little bit more closed off with their contacts and that kind of thing. I think we need to create a culture where we as women feel secure and safe enough in our own success and in our own projects that we are more open to sharing and to supporting each other. You know, people always say, oh, you need to start something that's completely new or do something that hasn't been done before. But I don't think that's the case. I think you can do something that already exists but do it better or do it really well. Like, there's loads of magazines in London and I could have easily not started it because I felt like there were too many competitors. But actually it's the way you do it. So I think if we can encourage more women to start things and to follow their passions rather than being kind of intimidated by the idea of starting a business. And that comes down to network, having the right people around them who encourage them and support them. I think the most important advice I would give to someone looking to start their own venture is that people don't fail, plans fail. So realising that if something hasn't worked out in your business, it's not because you failed personally, it's nothing to do with you or your personality or your ambition, but it's because the plan you put in place didn't work or the strategy you took. So that's just like going back to the drawing board and thinking like, okay, let's be positive, like how can we change this, how can we do it again? So not taking things personally. I think you have to have a bit of a thick skin in business. Like, loads of stuff that we've tried hasn't worked out. Like, some events don't sell, some features aren't a massive success, but it's all a bit of a learning curve, and you have to kind of, you know, be excited by it, but also be like understanding that it's not always going to be smooth sailing. So I would say that's important for me, is that people don't fail.